Hello everyone, I'm making this video because I have gotten a lot of emails from a lot of you on how to put on weight. Which, by the way, it makes a lot of sense to make a video about how to put on weight after you make a video about how to lose weight. So don't ask me, we're just gonna get this done. Alright, so let me just give you a little background because I understand exactly where those of you that had the question, I understand exactly where you're coming from, because I've had this problem my whole life. I've always been skinny, I've always been thin, I've had a very difficult time putting on weight. And as a matter of fact, my grandparents and my mother, they have a nickname for me called Flaco, which in Spanish means skinny. So I've had that nickname my whole life. I'm currently 6'4", and I know that at the age of like 19, 20, 21, I think all the way to like 21 years old, I was very skinny to a point almost scrawny. I think I weighed like a $140 at that time, 21 years old, $140, 6'4", so you can imagine how thin I was. And I got to a point where I started doing martial arts and I started going to the gym and eating voraciously, that I got to a point of weighing 208 pounds with a body fat at that time, I think it was like 3.4 to 4% based on when my trainer basically gauged my fat. So I completely understand where you guys are at that are probably having the same problem that I have. And I'm sure, much like myself, you probably heard the anecdote of wait till you get to your 30s, wait till you get to your 25 or 27, your metabolism will slow down, you'll start packing on the pounds, so don't be in a hurry to put on weight. Well, guys, I'm 33 years old and I'm still waiting for that age where I'm going to start be able to put on weight naturally. Even now at 6'4", my normal weight's probably like 170, 175 without me going to the gym or anything else. If I do go to the gym, I'll probably go as high as maybe like 185, 187 roughly. So I completely understand. But back to the meat of the question of what you guys said as far as how to put on weight. When I had to put on weight, or when I wanted to put on weight, the way I did it is this. In the mornings, I would have a super hearty breakfast, and I would have pancakes, peanut butter, and let me explain what I mean by pancakes. I don't mean those little pancakes that you make or the ones that you get from the frozen food section. I mean a pan-sized pancake, thick, and you can smother it with peanut butter on top, get your Aunt Jemima out, get your butter out, and go ahead and smother it. I would eat oatmeal, eggs, bacon, cereal if I could fit it, yogurt if I could fit it. And I would also have a weight gainer at that time. So instead of drinking orange juice, coffee, milk, or whatever it is that you guys like to drink, I made sure that I washed it down with a weight gainer. My lunch, same thing, very high carbohydrates. I would eat pastas, I would eat rice, I would eat steak, I would have fish regardless. I would also have potatoes. Anything that's high on carbs, very good. And the same thing happens, instead of washing it down with soda, water, juice, etc., get a weight gainer and wash it down with that. Dinner, the same thing. Eat as much as you can, high caloric food, and make sure you wash it down with a weight gainer. Now, the key to my weight gain, on top of how much I ate during the day and also attending the gym, obviously, because the gym, what it does, it just gives you a voracious appetite. So you get done working out, you go home, and you just want to stuff your face. So that's what you should be doing. Your dinner, no different as I mentioned. And the other thing is that depending on when you go to bed, usually I have dinner 6 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock, but I tend to go to bed around midnight. So if you guys are anything like me, or maybe you go to bed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or whatever, you want to make sure you go to bed on a very, very full stomach. So you want to make sure that if you had your dinner and you're hungry, or you can fit something in your stomach, make sure you eat as much as you can. Also, once again, take a weight gainer with it and go to sleep on that. What you're going to notice is that in the morning, you're going to wake up just famished. You're going to want to eat basically your whole fridge. I don't know what happens in the evening when you have food in your stomach, but you wake up with just a voracious appetite. So make sure that you implement those things. Working out, since you are going to be doing certain things, you can also take something called creatine. It's good for your joints, protects if you can do any kind of heavy lifting. But other than that, that's basically how I did it when I wanted to put on weight. And you should be consuming somewhere between 5,000 and 7,000 calories a day, on top of obviously going to the gym, so that this food that you're consuming doesn't get converted into fat, and rather it gets converted into muscle. The other thing I want to discuss with you guys is I had promised you to put a video out about my political views, and I've been going over in my head, and I just can't find a way to, in a very concise way, give those views. So I'm gonna have to do a series of videos when it comes to those things, but I have to give you guys the foundation of where my political views come from, because as a matter of fact, they're not political at all. They're actually social. So I gotta make sure that I give you guys a preface of how I got into that drive, because it basically just spider webs into everything. Because I went to this research mode back in the day, and I just started questioning. I'll just get into that later on. But I'll make a video regarding that, and I'll put it out hopefully at some point early this week. I may even put it out tonight, so long as I'm able to gather my thoughts and put them down in a concise way, that I can put a video out for all of you, so you can at least get the foundation of where I'm going to go with not only that conversation, but it's also going to lead me into economics and finance, possibly religion, and all kinds of other things. So I'll make sure that I have that well thought out before I present it to you all. That being said, keep your comments coming. I do read them. I answer to them, the ones that I think require an immediate reply. I like the fact that you guys are obviously conversing amongst yourself and sharing some really good information on the comments area. Keep sending me the inbox messages or your emails or your YouTube replies as far as the videos are concerned, because I do look at them. I do read them. I do reply to some of them, not all of them. I just sometimes reply to some of you via this format, which is a video, or I may just type something up for you. So, by all means, just keep those coming. I'll make sure that I'll do my best to get back to all of you. That being said, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next video. Take care.